Sorry, I'm getting my camera set up. Oops, sorry. It's been that kind of day. There we go. It was hard to get on this morning. I had some dead batteries and stuff. So good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody. I haven't been on here in a while. Usually do this on a Monday. I'm doing it now on Tuesdays because of the July 4th weekend. All right. I'm trying to get my cameras. My cameras are dead. So I've been trying to play with them this morning. That's what took me so long. Anyway, good morning. I'm glad to see everybody. I'm having a really hard time seeing everybody because I'm having to put good morning. There we go. I'm having a very hard time getting everything situated this morning. So, all right. How is everybody? Good morning. It's your birthday today too, nurse. My husband's birthday is today. So that was where I've been. I was away for the weekend. So came home and I have something in my coop and it got all of my baby chickens. I had some baby young pullets that were maybe, I don't know, they must have been about 8 weeks old or so, and they're all gone. And I was like, yeah, pretty sure it's a raccoon. I've got to set a trap tonight. That was what I came home to, yay. So, always something, right? And it's okay. I needed a couple days off. If you guys, anybody out there has got a read, I was sick yesterday. Man, I woke up with the worst stomach ache of my life. I don't know why, but I do admit though, I did drink a little and I don't drink anymore. And I think that may have just really super upset my stomach. But, I had to cancel a couple of readings and back them up because my stomach was so, I just felt lousy. Anyway, I don't usually drink, but somebody bought me a margarita. So I had a half of one and it didn't feel good. So, as you get a little older, your stomach changes and you just can't take certain things like acidy stuff. And it was a strawberry one. So it was acidy. So good morning. How is everybody? I'm going to be taking some questions this morning. I got to make some new tapes too. I'm going to be doing that also. So I just haven't. But if you look, I did post your daily tarot already. I posted it instead of going live with it because it seems like the feed runs better. So I did that for everybody. Okay. Good morning. Okay. Random question. So what's your worst fear and why? Oh, good question. I just had somebody just ask me that off of TikTok. What is my worst fear? Okay, now this is coming from a past life. I want to say my worst fear, I don't want to say it because I don't want to manifest it, is an audit. An audit or losing my home. Now that's coming from another life. Now, if you guys know anything about past life regression, I've done it and I do it. So if you're interested in having it, yes, I can do it online. A lot of times people are up here with me. But anyway, when you do past life regression, things come up. And I died in a tornado. And I have a very deep fear of tornadoes, or I used to. I don't anymore. Because I got rid of it through past life regression. Couldn't figure out what it was. Well, I died in a tornado. And I was a man, and I was angry. Not the fact that I died in the tornado, is the fact that I worked so hard. I had just built a brand new house for my family. I was sending for them into Nebraska. I was sending them from the out east, and I had it all ready to go. And I was mad that I had worked so hard and lost everything I had. So if you ever have something odd that you're afraid of in a past, and you want to know why, if you do a past life regression, you'll find out why. You'll know what it's about and why. So just to let you guys know, because past life regression is very healing. It's also a very interesting thing, because what happens is people in your life, you start recognizing them and you're like, oh my God, I know you. And then all of a sudden it'll flood back where you know that person from. So, so actually it's sad. Yeah, it is, but it's true. That's a good question. What's your worst fear? I would say or you know what? I think my biggest fear is one of my children. Something happening to one of my kids or my grandkids. I think that too would be something that it would be. We almost lost my granddaughter. She was 6 and she got severe pneumonia. And that was probably one of my worst fears. I nearly lost my daughter. She had a real serious, she has Crohn's, and she had a bout and it didn't take, and she was septic. That was one of my worst things too. So, but actually, like I said, there's certain things like, like you're like, oh my God, try not to, okay, positive, right? Because you don't want to, you always attract what you fear most. So if you try to get rid of it. Now, to be honest, I don't fear audit so much anymore because I've got a really good accountant. So I guess I should say I don't fear that anymore. So there you go. You're terrified of going over bridges. You know what? That's a past life thing. It's a past life thing. I'm telling you, when you get on these odd, really strange fears of things, that's because of that. So I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, today I've got a bunch of readings I got to catch up with. I also have today, it's supposed to be nice out today. Got to do my walk. You guys don't know, I do usually 2 mile. I used to be up to 4, but I haven't been doing my 4 mile. I'm out, I wanted to ride my horses today. Maybe I'll get on my horse today. I have not gotten on my horse. I'm too busy. It's just been so crazy. And he's big and fat, and he probably needs to be ridden a little. So I might saddle him up today. That might be something I do too. So, okay. Hi guys. Overpasses are terrible. Do you see how everybody has a fear? And it's usually past life related. It really is. You guys don't, and especially if it's a fear you don't have any reason to have. I guess that you hit a certain age also, and all of a sudden you have a fear, and it's because you died at that age, and it's in your cells. Okay. All right. Let me take a couple questions, and then I'm not going to be on here very long. I have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of taping to do. So if you guys don't know, I got a tape for the monthly tarot, and then I'm also taping a couple of people's yearlies, and so I'm behind a little. It's not too bad though, but okay. And I'm sorry, TikTok, I got kind of an odd angle, but sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, so sorry. All right, so I'm going to take a couple questions. Susanna, will your child care center improve, and will it be successful this year? It'll be about the same, but you're still going to have it. You're still going to keep doing it, okay? All right, so let's take another question here, you guys, a little bit. Now, do you remember, now I have to tell you this a little bit. I'm going to move my cameras just a little bit. You do remember, I've told you this before, if you guys don't remember this, that when you constantly get a reading, don't come to me all the time. I don't want you to come to me all the time. Everybody's like, oh, you want the money? No. Because what happens is the cards get jumbled, the facts get jumbled, everything's a mess. Because what happens is that when you keep doing a tarot reading over and over, what happens is it goes right down to the minute. Like it tells the future into a certain point, and then it tells the future a little closer and a little closer. And if you ask it every day the same question, it'll go right down to the minute. It's weird. Because remember, these aren't magic, they're time. It's based on time. And the time continuum. So when you ask something too many times, it gets so messed up. So you ask a question, let it happen. I try really hard to not ask but one time. And I wait for that same question. Now, can you word it differently, or do you want to know a different detail? That's a different matter. So just to let you guys know, okay? So if you ask me the same questions over and over and over and over and over, it gets completely jumbled, and then I get inaccurate too. So just remember that, okay? All right. Let's see. Lily, do you find me moving to my new home? And thank you, but so by what day, Lily? I think it's going to be a little while yet. I don't know what day, but it's going to. I want to say it's like maybe a few weeks away yet. So, okay. Just want to tell you that because it doesn't seem like any day now. It does, but it doesn't. No, there's something. It's going to take a little longer than you thought. We'll put it that way. Okay. All right. Hi. Good morning. Somebody's talking about their Daisy, their lab. By the way, my dog is doing better. She's up and around. She's on prednisone. She'll be on prednisone for a couple of months because they're trying to get everything stable to make sure that the swelling is down. If you guys didn't know, my dog was paralyzed from the neck up, and nobody knows why. She had encephalitis. They said that it is rare, but it will happen in some puppies. And then all of a sudden they'll just get better. Well, she's on prednisone. She is running around, going to the, trust me, she's better than you think she is. She was running around yesterday and wouldn't come to me. So that was a sign. That was a very good sign. So she's only 7 months old. And I don't know. They said it sometimes can be genetic. They don't know what causes it. But she's doing much better. So thank you for all your kind wishes. I even had some people that just to help donate. It was over $1,000. And I'm like, yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for all your thoughts and prayers because, prayer works. So yeah. Anna, are you going to hear about your job interview? If you do, it'll be late in the week, like Friday, Thursday or Friday, but I may be into next. Okay. When will your husband come clean, Katie, with what's going on? He's not going to. He's going to deny it right up until forever. Mm-hmm. When will your things change? It's been so mundane. Is that what it is? You have I think you mean mundane. Now, when you guys feel like, I want to tell you really right now that when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling like it's off and it's stuck and you feel like you can't move, I'm going to tell you that you're probably in a spiritual awakening. You're leveling up. You've got to do something to make it happen because there is a tower moment that has to be involved for you to make that progress. So if you have not progressed, you feel stuck, be prepared. Something's up. Okay. Something's up. Be careful. Okay. And the thing is I had somebody tell me recently, I did a really negative reading and she was just yelling at me. She finally apologized to me because I refused to answer her. I was not going to get involved with words with her. I said to her, because I am a very positive reader, and I said to her, well, Scorpio, Pluto is in Scorpio. Her Scorpio was in like a certain house. I said, well, you have to make your changes or the changes will be made for you because they're supposed to happen. And she was like, oh my God, that's so negative. Well, she was a double Scorpio. And I'm not saying anything because I got Scorpio in my chart too. But Scorpio, when you have a heavy Scorpio, you have a tendency to see the dark, the bad side of things. You just do because it's got such heavy Pluto energy. And that's all I said to her. And I'm like, no. And she was like, she just reamed. And she finally ended up calming down and apologizing. And I said, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you now that you need to make some changes. That's all I'm saying. If do it yourself before it happens, some weird thing happens that makes the change for you. Like for instance, so you should have left your job, right? Your job sucks. You know it sucks. You hate it. And you're supposed to leave that job, but you refuse. So you get fired. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That I'm not meaning it's in a negative way, but you're supposed to be gone and moved on, and you haven't. And you're holding on to it, and you're holding on to it, and you're not letting go. Okay? That's what that means. That's what I meant by that. All right? So, all right, let me see. I'm going to take a couple more questions, okay? Oh, you're governor of Texas? God, I want to say it's Beto, but I don't think so. I think it's Abbott getting back in. I know that Beto's making a lot of progress. I don't think he'll get it. But actually, they're going to send a clear message that it's going to be very close, actually, is what I say. Now, if anybody's been watching any of my predictions, I keep saying there's another wave, and it's purple. And people are like, what do you mean? I said, because it's a new party. There's a new party coming, a new mindset, a new energy sweeping across our country in the United States. We're not putting up with this garbage. We have to figure out how to hit them where it counts. And that's what we're figuring out. We're starting to realize we do have more power than we think. And it's financial. We can control more than anybody would ever guess. And here's my opinion. We need that Supreme Court. We need them impeached. We can impeach the Supreme Court. You guys do know that, right? Because it's a system of checks and balances. The Senate and the Congress have the full right to the judicial branch to impeach. They need to be impeached. They're not listening to us. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say for today on my soapbox about politics. So, okay. If they were listening to us, it would be a different matter. They're not. They're not listening to the majority. That's all I'm saying. Not anything else. So, okay. Hey, hi guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am on here. Let's see. I'm Caitlin, will I be able to afford a car soon? Yeah, you're looking like in October. You're going to get a super good deal, I would say, between October and November. I don't know if that's when the new cars come out. And you get a really, really good one that's economical. Like it must be a hybrid or a electric or something. It's really super high. It's really super good in gas. Okay. So, all right. All right, hold on. Hi, guys. Thank you for following. Well, Chad asked me to marry him. Yes, but how come you might say no? Or you might say, let's wait. I feel like it might take a while. Like you'll be engaged for a while. Don't know why. So, okay. Oh, nurse, I am so sorry. Your mother passed. Was her hair graying? Like it wasn't solid gray. It had a little bit of darkness in it and it was mixed. And her hair was either short or put back. Tell me if that's her. Because sometimes sometimes I'm going to tell you right now that when people die, I've had both situations. I've had where I've seen them immediately, like within seconds. Then I've had it where it's been 6 weeks, depending on how painful it was. Because when you go to the other side, they cocoon you to help you get rid of the negative energy of being on this planet. And if you've had a painful passing, you may be full of negative energy and you won't appear right away. Now, unless you are absolutely ready. If you fought it and you didn't want to die, that's another thing too. That's another negative energy thing. I just had a friend that had a very painful passing of cancer, and he did not appear immediately with the first few days. I figured he was with his family, but then he appeared. And so I was but he knew, he knew. And he knew he kept calling me every day. He goes, so am I dying? And come on, guys, that's a really hard thing to say to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And especially when you care about them so much and you love them to death. And I kept saying, no, if you want to, you will. If you don't, you won't. And he's like, well, I'm just tired. And I said, well, there's your answer. But he appeared to me within a couple days. Now, I've had people appearing to me within an hour. My father-in-law passed, and I did not know. And there was something in the house. There was weird stuff in the house. And I kept saying, who's here? What's in the house? And then I got a phone call. So my mother found him. My mother-in-law found him, passed. And he had came immediately here. He knew I could see him. He knew what I do. He knows what I do. I guess I should have used good English there. Anyway, all right. So let me ask, will you move to Indianapolis? No, not in Indianapolis, outside of Indianapolis. So a different city, okay? All right. And you guys know that when I answer, I don't know about if you've been watching me, and if I answer things very quickly, I'm right. I notice that about myself because I don't have time to overthink anything. And when I just do, because they're kind of like channeling a little. So, okay. All right. Hi, Mandy. Will my current relationship that I am in with my partner last? How long do you want it to last? At least maybe 4 years. At least for a while. Okay. I mean, I'm in 2 weeks. I've been married 34 years. That's a while. But it's a long while. Most people they consider a while 6 years, 7 years. So depends on what you mean by that. So okay. My point being, I don't think you'll always be with that person. I really don't. It's not forever. So, and who does that forever? It's rare. So, when will the economy cover, Princess? You're looking at about 1.5 to 2 years to really see some progress. Sorry. Okay. Hi guys. I'm looking, okay. Oh, maybe a tick bite. They're talking about my dog. I do have ticks. I have friends who have Lyme. We were wondering, but I don't think so. I think that we've done some research, and it's something where the fluid in the spinal column backs up into the brain, and it happens rarely with puppies, and then they get better. And she may have gotten better on her own, but we put her on prednisone to keep the swelling down so she can get up and around, and she's up and around. And they think that there's a genetic component. So I'm going to have her spayed. I was going to breed her, and I'm like, well, not now. So yeah, but it could have been a tick bite. We don't know but she did test negative for Lyme. So she tested negative for everything. So like I said, she did jump out into, if you guys know where Devil's Lake is, it's this beautiful lake. She jumped down into the middle of the lake and was drinking water. And I always say, I'm like, is that it? But that was about 2 weeks before she got sick though, but still, you wonder, right? You wonder. So it was sad to see. So, I'm glad she's up and around. She's a lot happier, and she's wagging her tail, and she's running off on me. So it tells me that she's doing really well. I'm like, come here. Her name's Bryla. I'm like, Bryla, come here. And she just runs off. And I'm like, oh, that tells me that she's feeling better, because I was literally picking her up. It was really, really scary. It was really scary. So, okay. Let's see. Is my daughter being hired by Wawa? I know what Wawa is. So like, and moving to Philly with her family. Yes. October, November? It's something like that. It's like later. Yes. Thank you. They likes my nails. This guy, and I get my dad's my nails. My first nail guy died of cancer. I was close with him too, and it's been terrible. And people think that you are replaceable, that we'll get another nail guy, we'll get another hairstylist, we'll get another chiropractor. They're not replaceable, you guys. It took me, I loved my nail guy. His name was Sonny, and I loved him to death. And I knew his whole family. I taught his nephew when I was teaching. And it took me 10 years to find a decent nail guy. I found him, and I go all the way, it's like a 40-minute trip to get to this guy. And I'll never go anywhere else, because he's great. He's excellent. His name is Kong. I love him to death. So yeah. All right. Okay, so let's see. Hi guys, I have lots of feeds on here. Thank you for sending me likes. Could you please on TikTok send me likes? Because if you're hitting likes, it goes more viral. And then so thank you guys. Thank you. Like the blue color? Yes, thank you. So I picked the blue color. My favorite color is turquoise or yellow. So I kind of went with blue today. I thought it was pretty. It's the sky. It reminded me of the sky, the blue sky of the summer. Okay. Will me and Angel meet up when I come back from vacation? Yeah, but it's not right away. It'll be several weeks after that, okay? Oh my God, my chiropractor is certainly not replaceable. I tried, and he has retired. And you know what? You are absolutely right. Like I just said, my person that I'm talking about was my chiropractor, and he was also a health advisor. And I miss him. It hurts my heart. And everybody's like, oh, well, you're lucky. You still see him. It's not the same. It's just not the same. And I have another chiropractor, and it hurts my heart. I knew him from another life. And if I ever told you that story of some of the past life stuff that I've gone through, I guess I gotta make videos on it, because there's a lot of past life regression and stuff and it's right now I'm in the process of going to find myself. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm gonna find myself. I know that sounds crazy, but I lived in West Virginia, and I do not know where any of it came from. I had a past life regression, and when you see people, and you'll recognize them. And I was married to somebody that I knew really well. We lived in West Virginia, and I even gave names, dates, and places. I had no idea. I lived in a little town called Fulton, West Virginia. Thought I was mixing it up, and I wasn't. And my last name was Evans, and I thought, well, that was weird. The most popular name in town, because it's only like a town of 700 or something, is Evans. So I'm going to go find myself. I'm pretty sure my name was Anna, not Lana. And I'm going to go dig through archives and see if I can find myself. Which will make a really great video, by the way. So, yeah, I died. I was 38. I died. I had cancer. I died at a very young age. I was always sick to that life. You always have one lifetime or you're always sick. Did you guys know that? This lifetime, I've been very healthy because my last lifetime, I was very sick. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm radiant today. You know what? I got some rest. I got rest. And I invite everybody. We're making videos, by the way, of all now. I'm going to start preparing. I thought about it this morning. I'm going to start preparing the videos of all the angels. I know they're angels. You can see them if you blow them up. I've got like 315 was one. You could see it flying around my head, and it's white and clear. And if you slow it down, you can see that's what it is, because they're seraphims. Seraphims give us information. They bring their little tiny ones, and they bring you information. And if anybody doesn't believe me, please go on my YouTube and go back to 315 daily. You can see it flying, and somebody said it. Hey, you had an angel again, and I've got them. I've had them a lot. There's probably at least 15 videos, and so this one time we caught it live. So there was no way it was live. There's no way that I could be making that up. Now, if I had a dark background, you would see it more often. It's because I've got lots of things behind me, and you can't see as clearly. So the rest shows on me. I know I needed rest. You can tell you guys have to understand, I have 21 readings this week, and that's, they can be either half hour, an hour. That's a lot, and I just need to clear my energy, and when I need to go somewhere, I need to go somewhere. And it really, really helped. I took all of Saturday. I didn't even do my podcast. I just rested. So I know I've got some people that are close to me yelling at me. Yes, Divergent Heart, wherever you are. So I haven't seen you on here again. I wonder if you didn't go back on. So anyway, thank you guys. And so, okay. So, all right, you guys, for me as a reader, you can't ask me a really general question. It doesn't work there. Now, I only have about 200 people right now. It's not too bad. But John, my podcast, I have 1 million. I'm not kidding. Please check me out. And it's too much energy. And so you have to be very specific and to the point where I can answer your question quickly. Because I can answer them, but it's going to take way too much time for me to concentrate. And it's just, there's too much. It's almost like it creates me ADHD in me when there's a lot of people. So be very specific with what question you ask me. Okay? All right. When will you be financially stable, Natasha? It's going to be a while now. If you are doing what I think you're doing, and if you're not, you need to be doing this. You need to be talking to somebody, a banker or a financier or something, to get financially stable. You also need to be starting, and they're telling me to tell you this, start putting money away in a 401k or some type of small account, if it's even $10 a week. They're telling me that that's really necessary for you, okay? Hi, Divergent Heart. Hi. I thought you were here. I wasn't sure. Okay. Annie, will I ever see my ex Mike again? Yes, but years down the road. Like, I want to say, this is odd. Like, you just run into him, like, and through social media, or you know what I'm saying? You just come across him or something. It's something weird like that. It's like a weird situation how you end up coming across it. Okay. Okay. Hi, H. Hina. Okay. Why is James wants to come into my life again? Does this relationship work out this time? He realizes he misses you, but I want to say I want you to please be careful of him, because he's on the rebound a little. Will it work? I feel like it's going to end the same way it ended the first time. So if you get back together with him, it's going to end that way again. It'll just be a longer time. Okay. All right. A couple more questions, you guys. I've already been on here 30 minutes. I'm only on 30 minutes, and I do take questions at random. And people are thanking me for taking their questions. So you can hit me up on Instagram. I have an Instagram account. I never really bothered to expand it much, and it's starting to explode because you guys are seeing it off TikTok. So, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Veronica, will you conceive this month? Can Keep trying. I feel like it's more in September, October. Okay? You will. You're going to have kids. And I've said this many times. You can tell by doing this. Looking right between. Hold on. Right between. Right between. See, look, I'm losing my cameras. Right between. I just lost my camera. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. See, it went really large. Here, hold on. Sorry, you guys. I lost my cameras. I don't have them, and it's a long story. They're dead, and I'm charging them at the same time. So, looking here between those two lines, if you look really closely between this thick line, I can't even hold it. The two thick lines, you'll see I have 1, 2, 3. There's actually 3 lines, and then 2 littler ones because they're my grandkids. So I have 3 kids. I've had 3 kids. You don't have to be an expert to do it, but it helps to be an expert. So that way you know. Okay. So with everybody, I'm going to be getting off here in a second. So I have a lot of readings to do. So I have to eat my breakfast. I have to go out and see my chickens. I have to feed everything. Blessings, you guys. Take care and make it a great day.